Today, we're going to compare American Express versus Chase to figure out which company would work better for you. You may think that there is a clear winner, but you'll find that both companies are better at some things than others. And we're going to talk about each one of those in this video. This will not be just a Chase Trifecta versus Amex Trifecta comparison or a Chase points versus Amex points comparison, but rather a comprehensive overview of both systems. There are a lot of things to consider, and I will try my best to cover most or all of them right now. Some of the things we will cover are their credit cards, benefits, rules, and restrictions, along with their points. By the end, you will know each company's strengths and weaknesses, which will help you maximize your spend and the value you get from each of them. Again, objectively, there is no better of the two, but one ecosystem may make more sense to you based on your personal spending habits and lifestyle. First up, we will start with the credit cards from American Express and Chase. Let me be clear that I am not gonna go over every single credit card from either company. Amex has 32 total cards and Chase has 38 total cards. I'm sure neither one of us wants to go through each and every one of them. Instead, I will provide an overview and will choose specific cards to go into more detail with because this section is going to be a long one. But one thing for certain is that American Express credit cards will usually have higher annual fees than their Chase alternative. If you want a premium travel card, Amex will charge you $695 for their Amex Platinum, while Chase will charge you $550 for the Sapphire Reserve. Are you looking for a mid-tier credit card? Amex has the green card for $150 or the Amex Gold for $250, while Chase has the Sapphire Preferred at $95. The only other high annual fee personal credit card that Chase has is the United Airlines Infinite card at $525 a year, whereas with Amex, they aren't shy with high annual fees. We have the $650 Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant, $550 Delta Reserve, and the $450 Hilton Aspire cards. To be fair, many of these high annual fee cards from Amex do come with valuable benefits and credits to offset, or at least hopefully offset the fee. Regardless though, you will still need to pay a decent chunk of change to keep them every year. Along with their annual fees, other things to consider between Chase and Amex credit cards are their reward multipliers, benefits, and credits. Starting with benefits and credits, Amex tends to have more of these available on their credit cards than Chase does. However, the main reason is because, like we just mentioned earlier, Amex usually has higher annual fees. Especially if you are a frequent traveler, American Express, specifically the Amex Platinum card, has more benefits and credits that will cater towards you over any Chase credit card. Although having more benefits and credits may seem like a good thing, there are actually two reasons why you actually don't want your credit cards to rely on them. Reason number one is because what if you won't use those credits and benefits? Some credits that you might not be able to use are the $300 Equinox credit on the Amex Platinum, or $120 dining credit on the Amex Gold, or the $250 resort credit on the Aspire. The list goes on and on. If a credit card has benefits and credits that you can't take advantage of, then you might not want that higher annual fee card and could find a cheaper alternative with Chase. The second reason why you need to be cautious of cards with lots of benefits and credits is because you have to remember to use them. It is time consuming and can be a hassle to keep track of everything your card has to offer, along with if you already use that credit for the year. I know some of you prefer simplicity, and honestly, Chase has more of those simpler cards to use, but there is one thing that you could use to make keeping track of benefits and credits a lot easier. Introducing MaxRewards, a free-to-use digital wallet that manages all of your credit cards and credit scores in one app. MaxRewards allows you to easily track your spend and rewards that you earn from your credit cards. It will also show you which card to use on every purchase in order to maximize your savings and rewards. You can also easily monitor your progress on sign-up bonuses, which is what I'm currently doing for my Chase Inc. Business Unlimited. However, with their premium service, MaxRewards Gold, you can also keep track of your card's benefits and credits to make sure you use them every year. MaxRewards Gold will also auto-activate your quarterly bonuses and your Amex, Citi, and Chase offers so that you never miss a deal. Thank you, MaxRewards, for sponsoring this part of the video, and if you want to try MaxRewards Gold for free, download it using my referral link below. The last major major difference between American Express and Chase credit cards are their reward multipliers. A little disclaimer is that this section is going to be extremely subjective, based primarily on what your spending habits look like throughout the year. With that said, I do think that Amex credit cards tend to give you more total points for the same amount of spend, and here's why. Two big spending categories that most people have every year are dining and groceries. The best dining multiplier that Chase has to offer is 3x points, which can be found on the Freedom and Sapphire credit cards. The best grocery store multiplier is a quarterly 5% multiplier found on the Freedom Flex. However, that is capped to only $1,500 in purchases for that quarter. However, with the Amex Gold, you have better multipliers for both categories on just one card. The 4x multiplier on dining is unlimited and has no cap, while the 4x multiplier on groceries is good for up to $25,000 in purchases every year. They will both definitely accumulate more points for you over time than the Chase alternatives. On the other hand, what if you have a lot of money to spend on general travel purchases like public transportation, Airbnbs, parking garages, and so on? Well, both the Sapphire Reserve and Sapphire Preferred will earn you 3x and 2x points respectively on those types of purchases. But with Amex, you have the green card that will earn you 3x on transit and travel. You also have the Amex Blue Cash Preferred with amazing reward multipliers, even though you are limited to only earning cash back. With that card, you will earn 6% on groceries on up to $6,000 in purchases every year, 6% on streaming services, 3% on transit, and 3% at gas stations. Although it may seem like American Express has the better credit card options, you really have to compare both the Amex and Chase alternatives side by side and take all of these factors into consideration. With that said, there are a few important distinctions that will actually favor Chase credit cards in this comparison. If you want or need primary car rental insurance, you have to go with Chase over Amex. Although some American Express credit cards offer car rental insurance, it is only secondary coverage as opposed to primary coverage like with what Chase offers. Primary car rental insurance is so much better because you don't need to file a claim with your personal car insurance, and you are more likely to have generous terms that will cover the full cost of the car. That means if you rent cars often, you should highly consider getting a Chase Sapphire card which has primary car rental insurance. And if you are worried about delayed baggage, you should also consider Chase over American Express. Specifically, the Chase Sapphire Reserve will offer baggage delay insurance, emergency medical and dental benefits, roadside assistance, and travel accident insurance, whereas the Amex Platinum card will not. Another important deciding factor is your credit card acceptance. Chase issues Visa and MasterCards, which have a higher acceptance rate across the world when compared to American Express. This may not be as big of a factor in the United States, but it's a very real issue when you travel abroad, especially in parts of Asia. That was the first major comparison between American Express and Chase, so if you found any of that helpful, please be sure to subscribe down below to help me out as well. Before moving on to a breakdown of the points from each system, let's first cover some of the major application rules that you need to know about. Starting with Chase, we of course have the Chase 524 rule. If you have more than 5 new credit cards in the past 24 months, you'll automatically get rejected for certain Chase cards. Those 5 credit cards can be from any issuer, not just from Chase. Most business cards do not count towards that 5 credit card number. The 230 rule says that you can only have 2 applications every 30 days or else you'll automatically be rejected. Chase also has a 1 Sapphire rule, which allows you to only have 1 Sapphire credit card at a time, either the Sapphire Preferred or the Sapphire Reserve. Another Sapphire rule is the Chase Sapphire 48-month rule. You can only receive an intro bonus to a Chase Sapphire credit card once every 48 months. Moving on to American Express, we have the 1 in 5 rule. You can't be approved for more than 1 card every 5 days. The Amex 2 in 90 rule limits cardholders to 2 card approvals every 90 days. American Express also has a once-in-a-lifetime rule where you can only earn a welcome offer for a specific product once. Lastly, you can only have 5 Amex personal and business credit cards at a time. This does not include charge cards like the Gold card, Green card, or any version of the Platinum card. By now in this video, we went over so many things, but we aren't quite done yet. Finally, we will talk about American Express membership rewards versus Chase Ultimate Rewards and compare the pros and cons of both of them. Despite having similar redemption options, Amex points and Chase points have very different redemption values. Here is a comprehensive list of how you can redeem your Amex and Chase points along with the values that go along with it. As you can see, for a majority of the redemption methods, Chase will provide you with a greater value. This means if you want flexibility with your credit card points, Chase is hands down the best option. American Express only stands a chance when you're redeeming your points by transferring them to a travel partner. So if you mainly use your points to transfer them to a travel partner, the difference between Chase and Amex points will be a lot closer. Amex also has a list of 20 airline and hotel partners compared to Chase's list of 14. Both travel partner lists offer a wide range of companies that will give you no problem finding flights or hotels with. One key thing to note is that Chase has the most valuable hotel travel partner in the world, which is Hyatt. No other credit card company has Hyatt as a transfer partner as of right now, and I believe that Hyatt is the only hotel that is worth converting your credit card points for. That's because most of the time when you transfer your points to other hotels like Marriott or Hilton, you're receiving way less than 2 cents per point. Despite their differences, American Express and Chase still remain the best two credit card ecosystems out there. And the best part is, you don't have to be all or nothing in one ecosystem or the other. Personally, I have a fair share of credit cards with both companies and will use the card with the better benefits, reward multipliers, or redemption value for that specific scenario. I would suggest running the numbers and seeing if American Express or Chase will work better for you. Or better yet, see which cards from each issuer will combine and work together to give you the best overall value no matter what. If you're curious, you could take a look at which Amex and Chase cards that I am currently using by watching my What's in My Wallet video here. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Shoots!